You said earlier, you've been very busy this week. You've talked to basically everybody who's running for president on the Republican side this week. And I want to bring up your interview with Donald Trump that you had, and you asked him about the classified documents trial. Let's have a listen to this. I'm going to ask you two questions on the other side.
I think that
I'll testify.
okay, if you do, and they ask you on the stand, did you order anyone to move boxes? How will you answer?
I'm not answering that question for you, but I'm totally covered under the law.
Okay.
You read the Presidential Records Act. Just read it. You take a look at it. I'm totally covered under the law.
Okay, Hugh. You both are attorneys, but Hugh, you're an attorney. My two questions are: should Donald Trump take the stand? Do you believe him when he says he'll take the stand? And two, is he on firm legal ground with that rationale? Just read the Presidential Records Act. I'm totally covered under the law.
Well, I'll answer that, but I want to give a little context, Jonathan. I spoke to the president for an hour. The 12,000 word transcript, those are 75 words. I'd encourage people to read the whole transcript. On the legal ground question, the second one, I don't know. It's a constitutional issue that will have to go up to the High. Number on the first question, is he covered by the Presidential Record Act? He most certainly is, but does that defeat, and as I told him in the interview, your greatest legal peril is the obstruction charge, which is why I asked him if he directed anyone, and he wisely chose not to answer that because I don't know his legal strategy. And the one thing I've learned in 40 years of practice, before the circuit courts and the district courts and in the Department of Justice and the White House counsel's office, with all the clearances that you could ever have in the government, is until you see the defense, you don't know what the defense is. So I don't know if it's going to prevail. I do know there are some very interesting constitutional issues. Bob McDonnell was overcharged by Jack Smith once before, and Jack Smith lost unanimously at the Supreme Court. We have to wait and see.